Okay, we're going to talk about Satisfied now. Satisfied was the first single from the Repeat Offender album. And it was obviously very important to me that the last single from the first album was Hold On to the Nights, which was my first #1 single. I think there was probably some hope within my record company at the time that I would follow Hold On to the Nights with another big ballad, because that had worked so well. But they'd forgotten already that Should Have Known Better and Don't Mean Nothing were pretty successful records for me too. So the last thing I wanted to do was follow Hold On to the Nights with a ballad from the second album. So I thought that I'd made a pretty straight ahead rock and roll record. And we were I think we had already mixed the whole album. And my manager at the time came to me and said, "You know, I really think you've made a great album, and I hear the second single and third single and fourth single, but I'm not sure we have that first track, that first, single that's going to be that's going to do the things we need it to do. It's going to work at rock radio, it's going to work at pop radio, it's going to set up your tour." It didn't freak me out. I love writing songs. So I went, okay, well, let me go write a couple more songs and let's see what happens. So in a span of about 2 days, I wrote 3 new songs. And then we had a bunch of people from my posse come over to the studio where I was working, and I played them the 3 songs. And everybody kind of hands down pointed to Satisfied. And the lyrics were just sketchy at that point. It was really just the music, that they were responding to, I think. So I finished the lyrics, over the next couple days, and we went in and cut the track, and total blast to make that record. Billy Payne from Little Feat came in and played B3. Mike Landau's playing guitar. Bruce Geitch is playing guitar. I think Nathan East is playing bass. Mike Baird's playing drums. It was just a fun, quick, easy session, I remember. And so it was pretty much handed to the label as being, here's your first single, which they responded to pretty well, and it went to #1 pretty quickly. I think it might have been my fastest rising single. So what's interesting about Satisfied is that, to me, of all the songs that I've had out, certainly the ones that were hits, Satisfied's the only song that I eventually stopped playing live because it just so reeked of 80s. And I think it was just that my production, when I listen back to it now, just sounds a bit dated, and so I stopped playing it live because I couldn't figure out how to pull it into the next millennium. And then just literally maybe a month ago, 6 weeks ago, I had so many people when I would do shows saying, I wish you'd played Satisfied, that I just took a minute and I got with the touring band and I worked it up, and I just sort of changed it around, and I just took a lot of the things about the record that I thought were so cool and clever, and just kind of took them away and just played it as a rock song. And now it's in every show, and I'm having a blast playing it again. So, and the video, I think, was a big help to the success of Satisfied. Dominic Senna, who had directed almost all of my videos up to that point, did a great job with the video. I actually hate the way I look in the video. It was like the worst hair ever in any video. I mean, the Angelia hair is pretty bad, which comes later, but the Satisfied hair is bad. And I just remember I was really sick, and it was downtown LA, and it was the middle of the night, and it was cold, and I actually didn't have too much fun making the Satisfied video, but I think it was a good clip, and certainly MTV embraced it, and it was a great launch to the Repeat Offender album.